Today I would like to talk to you and those of you who may be listening about how to make money by saving money. To begin, I'd like to say a quote made by an early 20th century actor named Will Rogers. He says, "Too many people spend money that they haven't earned to buy things they don't want to impress people they don't like." Now, unfortunately, the same mindset applies today. People will go out and they'll buy the newest cars and the newest phones, or just other luxury items that they truly don't need to live outside their means just so that people think they're rich. Reese, a family friend, he was one of these kinds of people. He would go out and he'd buy the expensive cars. People would ask him, like, "Where did you get that?" He said, "Oh, I make enough money, I do well for myself," and it was really all a lie. He lived a lie because he wanted people to be impressed with him. He was the kind of person who would spend money he doesn't have to take his friends out on a cruise when he truly just didn't have the money to do so. He was also the kind of person who would max out all of his credit cards just to take his friends to dinner. Once again, just so that they would think that he was wealthy and well off. At the end of the day, these kinds of people have nothing. They don't have money, they owe money. Unfortunately, little things in life can make them lose everything. Whether it's a fire in the house, whether it's a medical bill, or they suddenly lose their job. These kinds of people have nothing to fall back on. At the end of the day, luxury items mean nothing. Having money to get married, having money to buy your first house, having money to send your kids to college, those are the important things in life. Those are things that are worthwhile. Those are things that are meaningful. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to buy a luxury thing here and there. But what's most important is your well-being. My grandfather, he was quite the opposite of Reese. He was the type of man who grew up in the Great Depression. He would walk down the street and he would pick up every penny that he saw. He would work his butt off in just a low-income job, and he would invest as much as he possibly could in other companies. Fortunately for him, two of the companies that he invested in was both Hershey's and Coca-Cola. Now, needless to say, he retired early, a self-made multimillionaire. Again, Will Rogers said, "The quickest way to double your money is to fold it in half and put it in your back pocket." Now, this is the philosophy that you need to follow if you'd like to make money. It's literal, yet it's easier than you think. The first step is to make a budget. You need to know exactly how much you make in every given week or every month. Then you need to know how much you need to pay for things that you have to have, whether it's rent, electricity, gas, water, whatever. The next thing you need to do is you need to create a budget for how much food you're going to eat and how much gas you're going to put in your car. You need to know how much you're going to spend on these things. Another thing that you need is an emergency fund. Because let's face it, life happens. I'm not saying that your house is going to burn down, but little things in life will get to you. You drop your phone in the toilet, you need a new phone. You get a flat tire, you have to buy another tire. These kind of things will spring on you suddenly. If you don't have the money for it, it will put you into debt. So you need to have an emergency fund for things like these. Now, another fund that you will need is a luxury fund. Now, a luxury fund is a very important thing to have because it doesn't bring you much joy in life to work all the time and not really get to have fun. So it's okay to budget a little time to go to the movies or to go out and eat with your friends or maybe buy something that you've always wanted. However, what you do need to understand is you need to spend your money wisely. Now, the luxury fund should never be more than your investing fund and your investing fund and your emergency fund combined. Now, lastly, of course, is the investing fund. So at the end of the month, after you spend all your money, you need to have a little left over that you can put towards the future. The investing fund is for the future. It's for your next house. It's to pay for college if you're a kid. It's to pay for your kid's college if you're a parent. And the investing fund is something that's very important to have. It's also important to remember to only have to pay what you need to pay. You don't need the premium channels on your cable. You don't need a new phone if your phone works perfectly fine. You don't need a new car if you don't have to have one. The time to prepare is now. Get ready for the next stage in your life. Like I said, whether it's college, whether it's marriage, whether it's retirement. Preparing now will save you in the future. You don't want to be somebody who can't retire and have to live paycheck to paycheck because you overspend money that you don't have. To make money, stop spending what you don't have and invest it. Thank you.